Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyazifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sizoyixoxa le story esuke siyifundile, senzela laba phela abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bayifunde incwadi nalaba futhi abasuke benqena ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama reality shows ethu la eMzansi. Siphinde size la sokwenza ama recaps alawo ma shows, senzela laba phela abangenalo ithuba lokuthi bawabuke la shows nalabo nje abasuke befuna ukuxoxa ngawo ama-shows after esedlalile kwi-TV. Namhlanje na-ke senza i-episode yethu edlale tonight, kodwa I guess for you it would be last night, Umndeni siku-episode 3 now for season 5 wethu. Ngipambanisa ama-seasons. Yes, so now mayiqala ke-episode, they just give us a little bit of what happened last week. Remember Maseko spent some time with ingane yakhe, and then there was an issue la becabanga ukuthi khona umamkhulu benonkanyezi kade beyolokhuza kade beyophuza or something, and bapreparela yena party. So yeah, so they just gave us that, and then we go to Indlu. For the first scene, we go to Indlu Maseko. Guys, I really would like to know, to just see it set up yalapha Maseko, because mabe khombisa from the top, if view from the top, kungazi ukuthi izindlu uyayibo set up yezindlu zaselokishini zokurentisa, because it's like ulayini wama room. And then kunama episodes where they show indlu as if it's like a forum looks like a forum house, and then when they are inside it looks like they are in a bigger house than mawibona ngaphandle. So I really would like to see something clear ukuthi bahlala endlini enjani la kaMaseko. So ke mayisaqala lokhuzana i-episode uMaseko ukhuluma laphayana nomamkhulu bani bahlala entabeni bamkubiza kanjalo. So bakhuluma ngengane yabo lana. I thought ukuthi bakhuluma ngengane yabo lencane abasanda kuyihambisa kumawabo kumaka mamkhulu, but bakhuluma ngomunye umntwana kamamkhulu. I had forgotten ukuthi unezinye ingane ulokhuzana umamkhulu. Bathi la bakhuluma ngominenhle. Apparently umamkhulu received a call from esikoleni uthisha ukhala ngokuthi engazi ukuthi ingane ayikho right, performance yakhe yehlile, and methi ukhuluma naye ingane vele ikhali. Honestly ingithusile leyo nto, because I just feel like lezo zinto enjalo banokuyimention when they talk about ama signs ukuthi mhlawumbe ingane ihlukumezekile somehow, ukuthi ingane behavior kanjalo. So I hope ukuthi ayithathele phezulu le lokhuzana le call lekathisha. She did say ukuthi uzohamba ayoza ukuthi uthisha uthini, and she's worried about ingane yakhe because ingane yakhe is very sensitive vele, so akekho sure ukuthi kwenzekani ngengane yakhe. Angazi ukuthi indaba lokhuzana umamkhulu angahlali nezingane zakhe, because she's young, she doesn't look like she has a job besides doing the show. And lapha kaMaseko angive ngabona amathwasa or anything ebenza ukuthi babe busy. So I do not understand why engahlali nezingane zakhe, kodwa ke mhlawumbe phela kwishow abasikhombisi yonke into, so mhlawumbe banama reasons zabo, but I just don't, from what we know from a show, I don't understand why engahlali nezingane zakhe, ngoba naloko ngayi affect nje ingane ukuthi ingabi right lapha yala ihleli khona. So after that ke uMaseko benolokhuza benonkanyezi, they're sitting laphayana lounge yabo, they're having a conversation. Iqala kahle conversation because uMaseko uzombiza ngesithandwa sakhe uNkanyezi, which angavamisile ngempela ukuthi ngikuzwe. And useyasho ke lana ulokhuza uMaseko ukuthi hayi umoya wakhe uphazamisekile, ufuna ukudiscussa le ndaba kaNkanyezi and ngepregnancy. Remember ukuthi between seasons kubeke kwaba nezithombe laphana eziphumayo online zika Nkanyezi eshuthe with some guy, abantu abathena possibly ubaba wengane yakhe lo, ingane yakhe, which makuqala le season lona besicabanga ukuthi she had a miscarriage ngekathi elokhuzana ekhulelwe uNkanyezi. So Maseko ukhuluma ngelonto, I guess ukuthi uzama ukuhlanganisa ama timelines ukukhulelwa kaNkanyezi ukuthi okay fine siyesaxabana, because remember in last reunion uNkanyezi expected ukuthi she was going to be proposed to by uMaseko, but instead ukuthi uMaseko anike yena iringi wa propose to uDabula. kanti phela uNkanyezi number 2 uNkanyezi didn't understand it and she was hurt. So after that reunion, it's like a relationship yabayibanga right, and she says nayo uNkanyezi ukuthi she was hurt after the reunion. So baye baxabana wahamba uNkanyezi lapha yana kaMaseko. So uthi ene ubaba Maseko okay sixabanile wahamba wayekhaya, and then I went ke mina sengiyokulanda ke ekhaya. Mangikulanda ekhaya kuyabuya masubuya after isikhashana esincane sesithola ukuthi ukhulelwe. So kunento engayi understand kahle la ekulokhuzeni ekukhulelweni kwakho, and uNkanyezi ke takes the opportunity ukuthi a confess ukuthi kahle kwenzekeni, and she says ukuthi yes I was very hurt ukuthi ene you didn't give me a ring, why nikeza udabula for whatever reasons you had, so I was hurt, and bekunomuntu obengishela at that time and ngamfonela, and then sahamba and watch ukuthi uhambile nalobhoti, and ke they were intimate, and after that she found out she was pregnant. So she goes on to confess ukuthi kahle ingane akuyona bengeyona ikaMaseko, and on top of that akazange aze abe ne miscarriage kahle uNkanyezi. She went to ilokhuzani abortion, she went to the clinic and had a legal abortion. So uskhiphile vele ilokhuzana isisu. Bayathuka kuMaseko benolokhuzana benomamkhulu because honestly they didn't know ukuthi enikwenzekani. Uma sekuthi yena vele bekunokuvela lezithombe lezi online, and yena ayitshela ukuthi into endala ngoba uNkanyezi bayamtshela ukuthi hayi umuntu abathandanile nayo leso sikhashana esincane bahlukana, bayitshela ukuthi bahlukana nalomuntu. I was surprised ukuthi enemayenza leyo confession uLokhuza uNkanyezi, even though uLokhuzana umamkhulu bethukile, but she was supportive because she was like, you know what, niyathandana, amalokhuzana ama mistakes ayenzeka, so work it out somehow, find a way to work it out. Noma kubizwa abadala kuhlala phansi kukhulunywe ngalento ukuthi seyenzekile, how do you move forward? I think mina you should do that, but into engafanele niyenze ukuthi nitshela udabula benofezile. And then ke uMaseko says ukuthi ene uNkanyezi kuzofanele ukuthi ahlawuleleke ukuthi uhambile wathola ingane ngaphandle. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Because mina ngibone ngathi abalotsholiwe nokulotsholwa la, because remember ukuthi uNkanyezi at some point wayethi ufuna ukuhamba kubuyele kubo yena, because lapha kaMaseko ufana nomuntu okipitile because akalotsholiwe akashadiwe, so ukipitile kaMaseko. So now vele amlobolile umuntu, so if ehambe yoyitholela ingane ngaphandle why sekuzofanele ahlawule, but that's what uMaseko says ke. But ilokhuzana angazi isiko lelo noma yini, amasiko abantu awafani, so uMaseko uthi kufanele ukuthi uNkanyezi ahlawulela ukuthi kushuthi uchithile or uhambile wayothola ingane ngaphandle. So ke uNkanyezi yasho ukuthi okay fine we can do that, but uyasho ukuthi ene uMaseko uyabuza ukuthi but sizokwenza njani if we are hiding it from uLokhuzana, from uDabula nofezile, sizothi siyenzelani lento le, ngoba phela mangabe bezohlawula kubuka Nkanyezi then kuzoba into ebonakalayo. So siyasho ukuthi sizofanele senze ngathi senze ubugebengu obuthile because phela fanele bangazi. So they are just discussing that issue. At this point it really looked like umamkhulu is supportive of uNkanyezi. She understands ukuthi uNkanyezi made eLokhuzana a mistake and they're moving forward with that. Here's the thing that I was suspicious of. Angazi, I'm not sure how much of this was Nkanyezi volunteering ukuthi ufuna ukuyiconfess, because guys, if you have an abortion, it's usually a very private thing. For you to choose to come and talk about it on TV, I'm hoping that it was not because of the pressure that she felt from ama owners the show to say ukuthi maybe you should talk about this on the show. So, or maybe the ama projects, because they do dig about these people's lives before the season begin. What were they up to? Maybe they found out ukuthi she actually had an abortion, and then they were like, do you want to discuss it with Maseko or not? I just hope ukuthi it wasn't a situation like that. I really hope ukuthi she really wanted to talk about it, because I do feel like there is something that is very private. So bagcina bevumelene ngako lokuthi okay fine bayaqhubeka nokuthi bathandane after confession kaNkanyezi, but ke kuzofanele uNkanyezi alokhuza alokhuze ahlawule somehow. So uNkanyezi ends up efonela ekhaya, to whom she made a phone call to whom I thought was a sister, because she kept saying usesi. Uyamtshela ukuthi here is what happened njoba bengikhulelwe kahle kahle. She tells lo muntu akhuluma naye efonini ukuthi okay njoba bengikhulelwe ingane bengeyona kaMaseko. She explains about this spade guy that she was seeing, and then she says ukuthi okay, she's asked for forgiveness from uMaseko because ucelile uncengile yena shame kakhulu, wazi waguqa ngamadolo encenga ukuthi no, she made a mistake with this guy, uyacela ukuthi amxolele uMaseko, which looks like uMaseko at that point was willing to forgive her. And then she says ukuthi and then uMaseko wants inhlawulo. So lo sis lo uthi no, ngisazokhuluma nobhuti bami ke and see ukuthi what can we do, you know, but ngizokuthinta ngoba vele lento lengathi into ebucayi akuyona into esingavele nje sizenzele yona. I wish ukuthi they had given us a little bit more information yokuthi lo muntu akhuluma naye efonini, how is she related to this person, so that sizo understand ukuthi why is she the one who is supposed to handle the whole thing. Uyamtshela ukuthi kushuthi uzofanele kubuye ke ekhaya, so that sizokwazi phela ukuthi sidiscuss about lento lena elokhuzayo esizoyenza, lento le ekuthiwa uMaseko udinga ukuthi siyenze. So ke ikholi ends there, and then get the next scene. I really feel like uNkanyezi benomamkhulu are getting closer, which is a surprise because last season really umamkhulu ube suspicious of uNkanyezi. I think Nkanyezi is really trying to get closer to all of them, even though they don't like her. So bayahamba bayobona uDabula. Remember uDabula usasekhaya. She had said ukuthi she will spend 7 days after umcimbi wakhe loyana. Bayahamba bayombona bo2 Nkanyezi benomamkhulu. Mabefika laphayana usendumbeni vele lokhuzana uDabula, so bazombona uhleli phansi. And ke baqala ke bayamtshela nje bamtshela bamxoxela indaba phela leziyaza zasekhaya. He was happy ukubabona bandla ulokhuzana uDabula. Uthi he was happy, and uyasho ukuthi umamkhulu, I think because uDabula likes umamkhulu akamthanda uNkanyezi yonke, even if into bayenze bo2, he always thinks ukuthi it's an influence kaMamkhulu. And he says okay, it means ukuthi uMamkhulu really cares about her ukuthi as azombona. So uyasho ukuthi ke naku ukuthi she influenced ulokhuzana uNkanyezi ukuthi naye ezazombona. So he sounded like she sounded like, guys, I make that mistake sometimes, but it's not to offend anybody. She sounded like she's very excited about the fact that they have come to see her lokhuzeni endumbeni. So they're just asking about how umcimbi uhamba kanjani nako ukuthi usasendumbeni njengamanje, how is that, how is it going, obatshela nangamaphupho ke lawo, bambuza ukuthi kodwa kuyalaleka yini njengoba kubanda kanje kuleyandle ngoba ilokhuzani indlaba ehlele kuyona is like he ukhethe. So and you can see ukuthi it's newly built, so it's like yakhelwe for leyo nto leyo, for ukuthi kwenziwe lo msebenzi lo azowenza. So ke he's excited, she's excited to see them. And then ke they start talking about indaba yephathi ke kababa, bakhuluma indaba ke caterer le yayana elokhuzana ekhanselile. He does say ukuthi yazi yena ngokwakhe akufanele ngabe nje una any involvement azoba naye kumcimbi kaMaseko, because yena kade enzelwe umsebenzi omkhulu kabe noMaseko akakhiphanga ngisho, and nangawo umcimbi akazange afike ngathi ukufika entambama, and uthe mayifika kwabe kuhamba ugesi. So akaboni ukuthi khona yini into efanele ayenzele uMaseko, but I guess mabefuna ukuthi participate kuleyo lokhuzana indaba yokuthi kuphekwe nani, he can participate, but it won't be from his heart. And I think it does make sense because he feels like Maseko didn't support. She feels like Maseko didn't support her. So if he didn't support her, why should she support him? So I baxoxa nje nezinye indaba, and then baxoxa nangoFezile, bamxoxela ukuthi uFezile phela abamthoba ke bahamba umbheka bangamthola endlini yakhe, and then it turns out later on ukuthi une COVID, and then he's just laughing uDabula ukuthi hayibo iCovid, uyayazi kahle iCovid lo. Uyayazi ukuthi amukho umuntu obelieve ukuthi uFezile une-COVID ke phela iCovid yona leyo, noma ngazi ukuthi waye bangamkhombisi ke la ekhona at least ulokhuzana uFezile, noma mhlambe his social distancing angazi ke nami. And then ke the next thing so bayaphuma bayahamba kubamkhulu benonkanyezi sho sisebebuyele ekhaya ke uyabakhipha lapha yana uDabula and uDabula ugqoke sho ugqoke izinto zomngoma wasefaka isikhumba angazi nami lesa sikhumba sangemuva ubesifakeleni it looked funny but ke bahleka leyo nto mamkhulu ukuthi lesikhumba lesasiqhokile ngathi uzondiza but ngathi uzondiza noma ngisunderstand ngilesikhumba but ke angizazi izinto zomngoma. And then the next scene, you know, in this show, they don't do a good job of transitioning from one scene to another in terms of like making us understand because now what's happening now. Vele ubona nje qambu sekunomuntu ongamazi. So ngivela ngabona nje who's this lady now? There's this lady ofikile lapha yana kaMaseko. It turns out ukuthi le ntombazane lena uma wengane walowa mfana lowa yana obethanda angizothi obethandana because so far we knew ukuthi bebethandana benonkanyezi. So this lady angazi uzokwenzani kaMaseko so I guess ulethe indaba lezoceba unkanyezi mengena endlini is like kwenzekani ke la. This lady says ukuthi unkanyezi uthandana uthandana nobaba wengane yakhe futhi uthandana nobaba wengane yakhe while she is pregnant. She's talking about how bengabe umfonele ubaba wengane yakhe ufuna impahla unkanyezi will pick up the phone athi unkanyezi no ungafoneli yena ubofonela mina. And ukhuluma ukuthi unkanyezi even gives this guy lokhuzana imali. In that conversation uMaseko benomamkhulu they realize ukuthi how unkanyezi has been lying to them because unkanyezi said ukuthi bahlukene yena na this guy. So now they realize how kanti all this time when she says she's at home would means ukuthi she's with this guy. So umamkhulu just says ukuthi uyangena nomamkhulu balalela le story ntombazana athi mamkhulu okay I'm not taking sides here but makukuthi unkanyezi did what you saying she did that is very bad kusho ukuthi ukhohlakela unkanyezi ngoba uyasho mamkhulu in the interview ukuthi how would unkanyezi leave umbhede kaMaseko ahambe ayolokhuza ayolala kobunye umuntu athi hayi ngabe ukhohlakela kubuyenza ngempela leyo nto. So uyasuggesta mamkhulu you know what so settle this thing because wena uthi usathandana nalomuntu wakho ngoba unkanyezi bese no asisathandani asisakhulumi inhlobo uthi mamkhulu okay call him put him on a loudspeaker sizomuzwa lo muntu makuthi niyathandana or not now. So then ke unkanyezi uqala ngokuthi anqabe is like hayi no uthi no wena fonela indoda yakho leyo mawufuna ukuyifonela esho kulosisi lo befikile ifonele leyo ndoda yakho hayi ukuthi uthi mina ngifona uthi mamkhulu no wena phone kuze kube uMaseko manje uthi no phone athi unkanyezi no mina nginayo airtime I can't call him nami ngisolisile when she didn't want to call the guy athi anginayo airtime mina so athi uMaseko okay no airtime ikhona soyifaka keep phone hayi azagcine selokhuzile kilona ngoba bephika ilapho kuMaseko ebesethembisa ukuclap I'm hoping ukuthi angizwanga kahle kodwa nje uthembisa ukuthi uzoclapa ulona meloko ekhuluma unkanyezi. So unkanyezi kaza keep phone and then a phone phone there's utheni nomhayisa mayiphendula ifone lo bhuti lo utheni nomhayisa which turns out ukuthi isithakazelo sika Nkanyezi unomhayisa. So abese ngakhuluma lokhuzana angakhuluma unkanyezi efonini because bekulalela wonke umuntu vele they did not have a plan ukuthi when the guy picks up the phone bazothini baphinde bayivala ifoni baphinde bafone futhi the guy says the same thing nomhayisa it means ukuthi that's the way ambiza ngakhona. So unkanyezi her argument is vele isibongo sami leso ngibiza kanjalo vele uzosho kanjalo it's not like mhlawumbe uthi my love or baby or in but umamkhulu is like hayi nize nithakazelane ngobani the fact that uyakuthakazela it means ukuthi nisathandana kusho ukuthi nisathandana namanje hayi ke diniwe kuMaseko nomamkhulu manje usenaloko ukuthi hayi unkanyezi has been lying to them all of this time. And then lo sisike asasisikhwama yahambe athi lo baba lo uMaseko kavalelise ukuthi hayi sizokhuluma or in but it sounds like umamkhulu benoMaseko they believe ukuthi unkanyezi has been cheating with this guy ngathi basathandana it looks like unkanyezi was still going to see this guy ngenkathi uyekhaya so it's not something ethathe nje isikhatshana esincane yaphela. Unkanyezi ke feels like nobody is on her side, because uthi ufeel ngathi no one is listening to her explanation of what happened. Ufeel like umamkhulu was very quick to believe this woman that she doesn't even know. Nami, I felt like it's solisile, especially when it came to her making a phone call to this guy. Uthatha isikhathi ukuthi avume ukuthi enze a phone call, and she looked nervous. So it felt like maybe it's possible ukuthi she does still have a relationship with this guy. So asazi ukuthi next week izoqhubeka ithini episode, because iphele lapho namhlanje. I-preview ya next episode, umamkhulu is promising to go ahambe kanye noNkanyezi, so angazi kuzobe sekwenzekani ke lapho, but sizobona in the next episode. But that was the episode today. I think the biggest thing was the confession kaNkanyezi. I really didn't expect it first, that she actually didn't have a ilokuzana, a miscarriage. She had an abortion. Nanokuthi actually it wasn't ingane kaMaseko. I don't know why she decided not to take that to the grave, but that was her decision. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please ungaphumi ungayilikeanga video, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngithanda kakhulu.